Tonight at 5, Attorney General Merrick Garland appoints a special counsel to independently investigate criminal probes into former President Trump. We have more on the investigator's background.
Also, we're learning new details about the murders of 4 college students in Idaho, including what autopsy reports confirm.
And an update on Janesville's historic Monterey Hotel project and why it's taking longer than expected to complete.
Plus, the holiday tree is up in the Capitol Rotunda. Now they need your help to decorate it. We'll have the details coming up.
You're watching News 3 now at 5. And we begin with the latest out of Washington involving the criminal probes of former President Donald Trump.
A special counsel who has been investigating war crimes is now taking the lead on those investigations. U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland made the announcement earlier today. Jack Smith has been with the Department of Justice since 1994. He is now tasked with overseeing key aspects of a probe involving the January 6th insurrection and efforts to undo the 2020 election. The former president's handling of classified documents at Mar-a-Lago is also an issue.
As special counsel, he will exercise independent prosecutorial judgment to decide whether charges should be brought. Such an appointment underscores the department's commitment to both independence and accountability in particularly sensitive matters.
In a statement, Smith said he intends to conduct the assigned investigations independently. A Trump spokesperson released a statement saying this is a totally expected political stunt by a feckless, politicized, weaponized Biden Department of Justice. Stay tuned to Channel 3 at 5:30. You can hear more on this story tonight on the CBS Evening News. Well, we are in for a cold weekend. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti is on the weather patio with more. Gary?
Well, we've been having some snow flurries from time to time, but it really hasn't amounted to very much. Could see some snow showers later on tonight. But as we take a look, first of all, at visible cloud track, there is some clearing west of La Crosse. So we'll actually see our skies become partly cloudy for a time tonight before the thicker clouds in western Minnesota move in. And you can see flurries moving out of eastern Wisconsin, but to our north and west, a band of snow showers moving through northwestern Minnesota will affect us late tonight into early tomorrow morning. 6-hour future track radar shows those snow showers moving into northwestern Wisconsin, while we actually clear out a little bit and see mainly dry conditions through the evening. Current temperatures are in the lower 20s where there's some cloud cover. To the north and west where there's a little bit of clearing, temperatures have dropped into the upper teens. Here in Dane County right now, 24 degrees in Edgerton, 22 degrees in Cross Plains, and 21 in Wanakee. But you factor in the winds and it feels like temperatures are in the single digits and lower teens, and that's what it'll feel like for much of the day tomorrow. In fact, for tonight, look for skies to become partly cloudy, temperatures dropping into the upper teens, but wind chills will be in the single digits at times. Later on, I'll take a look at a forecast that does include a warm-up, but does it include some rain or snow for Thanksgiving? We'll have that in the forecast in a few minutes.
All right, Gary, thank you. The search continues for the person or people who killed 4 college students in Idaho. Police say the victims were found on the 2nd and 3rd floors of their home. Some were in their beds.
And the FBI is now joining this investigation, but Danny Backus tells us there are still many more questions than answers.
The county coroner says the 4 college students murdered in Moscow, Idaho, were each stabbed multiple times.
They were all murdered through stabbing with some kind of probably a larger knife.
So far, police say they have no murder weapon or suspects. The victims are seniors Madison Mogen and Kaylee Gonsalves, friends from separate sororities who live together. Ethan Chapin, a freshman and triplet who loved playing basketball, and his girlfriend Zana Kernodal, a junior who majored in marketing. Zana's father, Jeffrey, who lives in Arizona, told our Phoenix affiliate that his daughter had bruises on her arms, possibly from fighting off her attacker. He says he last spoke to her around midnight, hours before her body was found. He described his daughter as being strong-willed, sweet, and fun.
She didn't really worry about the drama stuff that much. She wasn't into that. She just liked having fun, wasn't worried about materialistic things.
Classes continue at the University of Idaho, but the campus is nearly deserted.
I wish I could go home.
Students still on campus say they're on edge after police walked back a statement saying there was no threat to the community.
It was nerve-wracking to hear them say that we are no longer, totally safe.
Police say they believe the victims were targeted. They're working with 2 surviving roommates who were home during the attack, but are not considered suspects. Danya Backus, CBS News.
University of Idaho officials say they have increased campus patrols and are excusing all absences. Pediatricians want more to be done about respiratory illnesses and mental health affecting children. The American Academy of Pediatrics joined with the Children's Hospital Association this week to ask the federal government for a formal emergency declaration. They say health professionals have seen an alarming surge of pediatric respiratory illnesses, including unprecedented levels of RSV and the flu. Both associations note this is on top of the continuing emergency concerning children's mental health. They say health providers and systems need support.
Today we remember Peter Talon, a UW lacrosse student who died in a Madison house fire 15 years ago. 23-year-old Talon was visiting his brother's home on North Bedford Street in 2007. Later that night, a fire broke out on the porch as Talon, his brother, and 2 other people slept inside. Investigators discovered only one of the 5 smoke alarms in the 2-story home was working at the time of the fire. After the tragedy, Madison overhauled the city's smoke alarm ordinance, now named in Peter's honor.
The knowledge that this loss might somehow prevent a fire through the Peter Talon smoke alarm ordinance gives us some hope.
It requires homes to be equipped with tamper-resistant alarms powered by 10-year lithium-ion batteries.
We have a traffic update to tell you about involving the Hairball intersection in Madison. Because of the cold weather, work on the intersection at John Nolan Drive, Blair, Wilson, and Williamson Streets has been postponed. Nightly closures will resume next week, Sunday through Tuesday nights, starting at 9 p.m. South Blair Street will be fully closed between Railroad Street and East Wilson Street. The woman challenging Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway for her job next spring will do so while taking on one of the city's more divisive issues.
Under Gloria Reyes, the school board voted to remove school resource officers from Madison schools. Now she tells our Naomi Coles she would explore bringing them back. Naomi?
So to be clear, Gloria Reyes would not be in direct control of that decision if she wins the mayoral race. However, Reyes told me that she would make advocating for that change a part of her platform. She believes that during the protests of 2020 and the culture around policing, it was the right decision to remove officers from schools. Now she believes it's time to change that.
It wouldn't have helped them to stay. They couldn't do their job effectively if they were continued to be criticized for their actions. But now let's see how it looks like with adding officers in schools, if that is something the direction we want to go.
So that is something you would explore then?
That is something I would explore, yeah.
Now, that's not the only big Madison issue that she may bring a change of perspective to. On this Sunday's For the Record, Reyes has key changes in mind for one of Rhodes Conway's biggest projects, bus rapid transit in Madison. That's on Sunday at 10:30. It's after Face the Nation.
All right, Naomi, thank you. The Monroe Cheesemakers are the new state champions after defeating West Salem for the D3 championship. Tucker Markham rushed for 170 yards, scored 4 touchdowns with Alex Hernandez adding 122 more on the ground. The Cheesemakers rushed for 341 yards and 5 touchdowns. They forced 4 turnovers. It was a 35-14 win. Monroe's first football championship since back in 1994. We'll have more on this game in sports tonight at 6.
After years of sitting in a state of disrepair, waiting a few extra months to reopen doesn't seem so bad. But for the owner of Janesville's historic Monterey Hotel, it's been a frustrating, if not unique, stretch. Catherine Merck explains why plans to turn it into an apartment building are taking longer than expected.
The owner of this historic Janesville hotel tells me the reason why it's been taking so long is something that many construction companies have been dealing with this year: supply chain issues.
We have items that we've ordered that are over a year out, that have been on order for over a year, that are necessary to complete courses of construction that we don't have in hand.
However, a delay in the project hasn't made the deep history of this site any less significant. The nearly 100-year-old hotel will become apartment units. The owner says what deteriorated over time will return to what it once was, a gem in Janesville.
As I say, this is probably the most significant building in downtown Janesville as far as the notoriety of it.
The owner tells me people are going to be able to start leasing spots from this building beginning in April 2023. Reporting in Janesville, I'm Catherine Merck with News 3 Now.
About 150 kids who play youth sports in Madison will soon have an easier time getting to and from their events. It's thanks to $94,000 headed to the Madison Parks Foundation. The nonprofit 100 Men of Dane County provided the grant. Madison Parks plans to buy a new van for the Warner Park Youth Sports Program. Getting kids to practice and games has been one of the biggest barriers to the program's success.
buses don't run when you want them to. They don't, it takes a little longer to get to places when versus just kind of, having a direct ride. And so, with this grant that we received, we're looking at purchasing a van to be able to provide, transportation on a regular basis and as needed.
The Parks Foundation believes the van won't just help kids compete in sports. Warner Park staff told us they'll also use it for students to find jobs around Madison. Students across Wisconsin will once again have the opportunity to help decorate the state capitol holiday tree this year. That tree will be back in the Capitol Rotunda. This year's decoration theme is Wisconsin Waters. Ornaments should be made with non-breakable materials, must be strong enough to hold up during shipping. They should also be attached to a 10-inch loop of ribbon or string. Now, if you're interested in creating an ornament, send it to the Capitol by Tuesday. For more information and the mailing address, you can look for this story at channel3000.com. Coming up, how you can help the Goodman Community Center with its Thanksgiving basket drive-in. It is going to be a chilly weekend. Gary has his complete forecast.
Plus, after the Ticketmaster fiasco involving Taylor Swift ticket sales, the singer is now speaking out. We'll have details after the break. And later, some new funding could potentially help prevent thousands of opioid and drug overdoses in Dane County. We'll have that story and more tonight at 6.
The markets finished the week on an upswing as the Dow Jones Industrial Average jumps almost 200 points. The NASDAQ mostly flat, adding a little more than a point, while the S&P 500 added 19. And we'll be right back.
Ashley's Black Friday mattress preview sale is here. For a limited time, save big on Tempur-Pedic and Purple adjustable mattress sets. Plus, get 60 months special financing and free delivery. Get a sneak peek at Black Friday mattress savings, happening now at Ashley.
I became an orthopedic surgeon for a lot of reasons.
For a lot of reasons.
For a lot of reasons.
To help you take walks again. To ease your pain.
To rebuild your strength.
And at every step along the way,
we take the time to answer all your questions.
We're here because we care.
We care about you.
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 They care about me. Sauk Prairie Healthcare Orthopedics, now offering robotic-assisted knee replacement.
At Honda, we know you have to drive through the mud if you want to reach the rainbow. Brave the desert before you find the oasis. Conquer the mountain to see how far your dreams can take you. The all-new CR-V and CR-V Hybrid, part of the Honda line of rugged vehicles.
Hey, do you want to join our rewards program? Collect hot dog points to unlock access to our VIP lounge.
That doesn't seem very...
rewarding. With the BMO Savings Builder account, you get a cash reward for every month you save.
Wait, so you're going to reward me for saving my own money?
You got it. A little incentive to help you get into the habit of saving.
That sounds great, but do you have VIPs?
Yeah, absolutely. We call them customers.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect.
Ashley's Black Friday preview sale is here. Save big on furniture doorbusters, now up to 58% off. Plus, 60 months special financing. No minimum and no money down. Get a sneak peek at Black Friday savings, happening now at Ashley.
Tonight on News 3 Now, we'll tell you how an historic Janesville hotel that we've been following for 2 years is getting closer to its opening date.
And a new program allows paramedics to leave behind Narcan when responding to an overdose. That's tonight at 6.
It all comes down to the final drive. News 3 Now brings you the big play highlights and scores from Southern Wisconsin high school football action. Don't miss the final drive. Fridays on News 3 Now at 10. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
The Biden administration is asking the nation's highest court to allow its controversial student loan debt relief program to go into effect while legal challenges play out. That program currently on hold after lower courts blocked it early this month. In the meantime, officials want the Supreme Court to let the program move forward. The program aims to deliver up to $20,000 of debt relief for millions of borrowers. So far, about 26 million people have applied to the program. Meanwhile, payments on federal student loans are set to resume in January after a years-long pause during the pandemic. Well, Taylor Swift is speaking out amid growing outrage aimed at Ticketmaster after the company canceled today's highly anticipated general ticket sale for the superstar's upcoming tour.
This as the New York Times reports that the Justice Department is looking into whether the owner of Ticketmaster is violating antitrust laws. Nikki Batiste reports from New York.
It appears there is now bad blood between Taylor Swift and Ticketmaster after the company canceled its general sale for her new tour, citing high demand and low inventory. The move outraged her fans.
I literally feel like I'm about to burst into tears right now.
Ticketmaster better count its days.
The superstar weighed in on the situation on Instagram Friday, writing in part that it's excruciating for me to just watch mistakes happen with no recourse. She added, "We asked them multiple times if they could handle this kind of demand, and we were assured they could."
Must be exhausting, always rooting for the anti-hero.
During Tuesday's pre-sale, 15% of customers experienced a glitch on the site. Ticketmaster says bot attacks and fans without invite codes to the pre-sale drove unprecedented traffic to the site 4 times their previous peak.
I never could have imagined how insane this whole process has been.
The New York Times is reporting that the Justice Department has opened an antitrust investigation into Live Nation, the owner of Ticketmaster. The DOJ says Ticketmaster now controls more than 80% of major concert venues.
There's no other choice, and that's what's going on. There is a monopoly.
The Times reports the investigation was opened before the Taylor Swift ticket problems. Nikki Batiste, CBS News, New York.
Ticketmaster and its parent company Live Nation Entertainment have faced antitrust scrutiny since their merger in 2010. It combined tickets, promotion, concerts, and management under a single umbrella. Well, let's get a check at the weekend forecast now. Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti.
Well, first we're going to take a look at some incredible satellite video. This is a lot of this technology was developed here at the University of Wisconsin, but this is what's called the Global Lightning Mapper, and you can see flashes of lightning in bands of thunder snow that have been moving across Lakes Erie and Ontario, dumping just tremendous amounts of snow in western New York State. And as we take a look at the Doppler track, you can see just how favorable of a setup this is. The winds out of the west-southwest basically going right over the full length of Lake Ontario and Lake Erie to the south. And look at just south of Buffalo, the snow just continues to pile up there. They could be looking at anywhere from 3 to 4 or maybe close to 5 feet of snow when all is said and done, but also up near Watertown, New York, pretty much the same story there. You can see that wider perspective. I mean, pretty much all the Great Lakes being affected by some heavy lake effect snows. Lake effect snow warnings in effect for western New York State, winter storm watches into parts of Pennsylvania, and also, of course, the lake effect snow warnings up in northern New York State. Lake effect snow or heavy winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories on the other side of Lake Michigan, as well as in far northern Wisconsin up in Vilas County and the western portion of the UP of Michigan. The lake effect snows there are not quite as intense, but they're still continuing on the other side of Lake Michigan. We're seeing just some scattered flurries moving to the east, and skies are actually clearing out for a bit out to the west. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Snow showers and flurries will come through late tonight into early tomorrow morning with a quick dumping of snow. We'll see record or near record low temperatures by early on Sunday morning, and then temperatures will rebound as we head toward Thanksgiving with a chance for some rain or snow showers. High temperature trend, at least we're back up closer to normal by the middle part of next week with highs in the lower 40s. Taking a look at a couple of the computer models as we head toward Thanksgiving Thursday. European computer model, mainly dry, which is good news if that actually comes to fruition. The USGFS computer model, pretty much the same story, keeping most of the precipitation up to the north and mainly dry conditions for Thanksgiving. We'll have to see if that works out, but the trend has been now in that direction. Planning your night, low of 20 in Windsor. Windsor, 18 Middleton, 20 in Verona, with a band of snow showers and flurries late tonight. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, 20 for the low in Monroe, 21 in Platteville, although temperatures will pretty much hold steady after midnight. Tomorrow, a high of 23 in the morning, then temperatures holding steady through the afternoon. We'll see some scattered snow showers and flurries in the morning, but it'll also be windy and cold as well. Planning your day starting at just after midnight tonight. Notice just cloudy skies as the clouds move back in, and here comes that band of snow showers and flurries. It'll be a narrow band, but there could be some brief heavy bursts of snow as it moves on through. They shouldn't last very long, but they could drop visibilities and cause some slippery road surfaces, kind of like what we saw yesterday. Then as those move on out, we'll look for just the strong northwesterly winds, keeping temperatures in the lower 20s. The snowfall, for the most part, will be less than an inch in most areas, but again, if it piles up quickly where you are under a heavy snow shower, that could lead to some slippery road surfaces. 7 to 10 day forecast, temperatures go from 30 on Sunday to 35 Monday and into the 40s Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thanksgiving Day Thursday. Chances for rain and snow showers, but the chances continue to drop every time we look at a new computer model forecast, so keep your fingers crossed there. Looks like the weather will be quiet for the rest of the Thanksgiving holiday weekend. As we check out first warn traffic right now, not a great scene on the Beltline. Looks like traffic is backed up from Stoughton Road back to almost Verona Road. There's an accident in the left lane near Monona Drive. Right now on the eastbound Beltline, almost a 40-minute trip from University Avenue to the interstate, 16 minutes back in the westbound direction. Heading out of Madison, no problems from the Beltline to Janesville on I-3990 or US 12 Middleton to Sauk City. Downtown to Sun Prairie, East Washington Avenue and US 151 will take you 19 minutes. That's your News 3 Now first warn traffic.
Gary, thank you. And the worst of what could be an historic snowstorm is expected to hit western New York today as residents brace for impossible travel conditions and potential damage to infrastructure. Residents are being urged to stay inside due to the intensity of this storm, and the Buffalo area could see up to 5 feet of snow, and they moved the Bills game against Cleveland to Detroit indoors to Ford Field.
We just need people to take note of what's coming, use common sense, let our first responders, including all of the plow operators and those people that are going to be out there for the next 72 hours, that they can do their jobs and we'll get things back to normal as quickly as possible.
About 6 million people in 6 Great Lakes states are under snow alerts today. Lake effect snow will continue through Sunday. Coming up, how you can help thousands of local families share a meal this Thanksgiving. We're live from the Goodman Community Center next at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Vitense Golfland offers an outdoor golf range practice and entertainment experience for all ages. Golf suites with 36 covered and heated tee areas are equipped with free top tracer. Grill and bar items are served directly to your golf suite. Enjoy sweet fun at Vitense Golfland.
DePaco Credit Union members are better together because together members share thank yous, a DePaco-only perk that thanks members in cash. And because you're not just a member, you're also an owner, everyone benefits. How will this year's nearly $3.7 million in thank yous benefit you and your community? Since 2016, DePaco members have shared nearly $24.4 million. We truly are better together. Join the movement where your member ownership pays. Visit your nearest DePaco branch or join online at depaco.com.
The original immersive Van Gogh exhibit is opening November 24th at Lighthouse Art Space, Madison. Get lost in the sights and sounds of this completely spectacular, vivid, and breathtaking immersive art experience that ABC calls absolutely stunning. The New York Times raves that the original immersive Van Gogh exhibit is a must-see, lavish, artistic festival. Tickets available now at vangoghmadison.com.
Not attorney spokesperson. This is a paid advertisement for legal services sponsored by Nightline Legal. Cases assigned on a random basis to participating law firms. If you or a loved one were stationed at Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune between 1953 and 1987 and were later diagnosed with cancer, Parkinson's disease, or other serious health effects, call right now.
Call 1-800-336-0524.
National call centers, they're just not the way to go when you can meet with a trusted and knowledgeable Medicare insurance agent from Informed Choice Insurance Agency. Because nobody knows your local hospitals, doctors, and pharmacies like your local Informed Choice Insurance agent.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want. and the capability you need to do the job so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Get a $500 cash allowance on all 2022 Silverado pickups with a 2.7-liter turbo engine. Plus, current Chevy owners can get an additional $2,500 loyalty cash and unlock your code to claim $500 Chevy Cyber Cash.
Black Friday deals all month long during our huge Thanksgiving sale at Slumberland Furniture. Incredible prices, plus get 30% off on top of that store-wide. Come find your new sofa, sectional, or Lazy Boy recliner on sale. And we're still offering no interest for 3 years. 30% off and Black Friday deals all month long? Yes. And don't forget, mattress shopping is easy, fast, and comfortable. Come see our difference and get a great sale on a mattress today at Slumberland Furniture.
Vitense Golfland offers a free Top Tracer golf range experience. Obtain valuable shot information with warm-up, track your shot history with My Practice, play virtual golf, long drive, points game, go fish. Only at Vitense Golfland.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Boy, it really snuck up on us.
Yes,
Thanksgiving
it did.
now less than a week away. And this year, community volunteers are making sure everyone has a chance at a happy holiday.
McKenna Alexander is live tonight from the Goodman Community Center, where volunteers are just starting to pack up those Thanksgiving baskets. McKenna?
Yeah, and a happy holiday it's going to be. If you couldn't tell, it's very festive here. I'm joined here by Amy in her wonderful and apparently very warm turkey costume. She hasn't gobbled yet, but she might later. Amy, these bags are filling up really fast. We've had to move up already because they're happening so quickly. Why don't you kind of tell me just what's going on tonight? What's the process?
Yeah, so we're getting ready for this weekend. We're packing bags tonight. There will be about 1,500 bags packed on this side of the gym and the other side. This side is all of the fresh goods. The other side is the non-perishable goods.
And now, I know we were talking earlier, this has been going on for nearly 35 years. How does it feel to serve the community in such a big way, especially around time that's, really about family and bringing people together?
Yeah, I mean, we're a community center, so we're all about bringing people together. We're all about community, and so it just makes sense that we would celebrate a holiday that is about exactly that. Yeah.
All right, Amy, thank you. You mentioned there's more on the other side, so we're going to go on a little tour. I'll leave you here to gobble. We're going to go this way, and we're going to go meet Francesca, who is the pantry director for this whole operation. So like Amy mentioned earlier, the dry goods are over here. So this is where you have onions and carrots and bread. And then over here we have Francesca, and she's going to show us a little bit of what's going on here. Hey, Francesca, why don't you go ahead and kind of just walk us through what exactly is going on this side of the gym?
Yeah, so on this side, they're packing all the non-perishable food items that have been donated by our community members. So similar to over there, they're kind of walking around to the stations, putting the items in. Do we want to go over and check out what we're packing?
Yeah, let's go on a tour. So I'm seeing over here we have all the signs. So we have canned fruit, cooking oil, broth.
Canned vegetables, canned fruit, cooking oil. So we got all the canned vegetables we need, which is woohoo! But we're still looking for canned fruit, cooking oil. We still need more broth, cranberry sauce, gravy. We have all the mac and cheese we need, so that's awesome, thanks to some really big donations.
Great.
And then stuffing, because you can't have Thanksgiving without stuffing, right?
Perfect. So it sounds like you need a couple more donations, which coming up at 6, actually this morning, a man heard our story on our morning show about this and came and donated a very hefty donation. We'll be sure to tell you all about it coming up at 6. But for right now, live at the Goodman Center, McKenna Alexander.
Yeah, still time to donate.
Yeah.
McKenna, thank you very much.
We'll be right back with a final check of your weekend forecast.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's Black Friday Appliance Preview Sale is here. Buy any GE washer and get a free garbage disposer, plus 60-month special financing. Get a sneak peek at Black Friday Appliance Savings at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley off the Beltline in East Springs Drive.
Add comfort to any room of your home during the last 11% off in 2022 at Menards. Marquee Industries carpet is soft and luxurious and are available in styles and colors that will be sure to match your decor. All carpet is 11% off. Circulate air and save on energy costs year-round with a brand new ceiling fan from Patriot Lighting. With over 50 in-stock options, you're sure to find the perfect one for you. Get 11% off all Patriot Lighting ceiling fans.
Save big money at Menards.
If you overdraw your account, Wells Fargo gives you an extra day grace period to avoid the overdraft fee. What if everything came with a grace period? Like accidentally parking where you shouldn't.
Hey, what about this one? Nah, that one gets an extra day. Somebody got lucky.
Like having an extra day grace period? When it comes to overdrafts, you can with Wells Fargo.
It shouldn't take a storm of biblical proportions to find out who you can count on. It shouldn't take a 4-foot diameter oak tree in your kitchen to find out who you can trust. It shouldn't take the worst to bring out our best. But sometimes it does. And that's the silver lining.
This is how it feels to do more with less asthma, thanks to Dupixent. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma and can help improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent helps prevent asthma attacks and can even reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Imagine that. Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Who knows what you can do when you do more with less asthma? Ask your asthma specialist about Dupixent.
Ashley's Black Friday preview sale is here. Save big on furniture doorbusters, now up to 58% off. Plus 60 months special financing. No minimum and no money down. Get a sneak peek at Black Friday savings. Happening now at Ashley.
Gary's back with a final check.
Yeah, some flurries moving mainly through the eastern parts of our viewing area. Out to the west, skies are actually clearing out toward La Crosse, and we'll see skies turn partly cloudy this evening. So look for things to stay dry. The next batch of snow showers probably will arrive sometime between about midnight and 4 a.m. Temperatures right now, 21 in Madison, already down to 17 in Viroqua and 18 in Camp Douglas here in Dane County. Right now, 21 in Wanakee, 21 in Sun Prairie, and 22 in Verona.
All right, we're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. The CBS Evening News is next.